When you open DeFiLlama and see a protocol with $5 billion TVL, it feels like blockchain stores this number somewhere, but it doesn't. Blockchain has no idea what TVL is. In our last video, we rebuilt wallet balances from transfers. Today we do the same thing, but at the scale of a DeFi giant. Let's open DeFiLlama and pick one of the most popular lending protocols on Ethereum, Aave. Right now it shows a massive TVL of around $14.5 billion. Let's verify this ourselves and build everything step by step like Lego blocks. We'll do this in 4 steps. TVL is just how much value is sitting inside the protocol right now. So if we want to reconstruct TVL ourselves, we need to track how liquidity moves in and out of Aave. And inside the protocol, liquidity really moves in just 4 ways. Users deposit assets, liquidity goes in. Users withdraw assets, liquidity goes out. Users borrow, liquidity leaves the pool, and when loans get repaid, liquidity comes back in. So what we do is combine all 4 event tables using union null. We start by wrapping everything into a city called raw flows. Think of it as our staging table where we collect every liquidity movement into one unified dataset. Inside each query, we select the day, token address, token symbol, and the raw token amount. We truncate time step to the day level because later we want to calculate TVL day by day. The token address helps us separate assets like USDC, USDT, or DAI. First, we pull deposits from the lending supply table, because deposits increase the liquidity sitting inside Aave. Then we duplicate the same logic for withdrawals. For withdrawals and borrows, we simply flip the sign to negative. Next, we switch to the lending borrow table. This table tracks the debt side of the protocol, borrows and repayments. Repayments bring liquidity back in, so they stay positive. But borrows reduce available liquidity in the pool, so again we flip the sign to negative. Right now we only have transactions, and that tells us about activity, but TVL is state. State simply means what currently exists at this moment. We are going to use a cumulative sum. This is exactly where window functions become insanely powerful. And now we finally get to use them on a real DeFi problem. We are telling the database, hey, isolate every single token asset, like USDC, and day by day add or subtract the flows, accumulating the running balance from day 1 of the protocol. Now we have state. We now know exactly how many tokens were sitting inside Aave on every single day in its history. Now that we hold the true token balances, we finally bring in our price oracle data from the prices USD table and join it. We divide the raw integer values by token decimals, because smart contracts don't use decimal points, and multiply them by the actual USD price for that exact day. The final touch, group everything by day, sum up the USD values of all individual tokens together, and filter for the last 365 days so we don't crash our dashboard. The numbers are now quite close to what DeFiLlama shows. The small difference is because DeFiLlama includes interest that is continuously growing every second. And if you turn off the borrow toggle, the numbers match perfectly. But TVL only tells us how much money is sitting inside the protocol. It tells us nothing about user behavior, nothing about retention. In the next video, we'll go deeper into the balancer protocol and explore the user behavior behind the numbers. See you guys.